G'day everyone, welcome to another episode of this diesel heater install. As it's a typical chilly Melbourne morning, I think it was a couple of degrees when I got into the caravan. I thought I'd show you how this heater performs. So we've got the heater off at the moment. Usually what I do is I disconnect these. You know, they have a connector here, so I just disconnect that when I'm not using it. And then when I plug it in, you can see the display starts up. So we'll just have a look at what the temperature here is. So it's also saying 3 degrees. So we've got it set to 35, which is way too high, but it'll at least start the heater off. So we'll turn it on. And for those who haven't seen all this, it's in the previous video where we show you how to use the actual unit. But yeah, you can see the glow plug's on, and we'll start it off. So we'll come back in 10 minutes time and have a look at this. So I've just gone and made a quick cup of coffee and come back. We're exactly 10 minutes since we turned the unit on. Well, it's 11 now, but pretty much 10 minutes. We're already up to 6 degrees. The unit is putting out heat, lots of heat. It's very loud at this stage. While it's heating up like this, it's pretty much on full power, and it's mainly the fan that seems to be the thing that causes the noise inside anyway. You can hear the fuel pump if you can. I'm not sure whether you can, and that's going rather fast, so obviously it has to get a lot of fuel in there when it's first heating up. We'll come back in another 10 minutes and have a look where we stand. Okay, so we're now 20 minutes in, and you can see we're up to 9 degrees, or it's just flicked to 11 degrees. I'll have a look what this one says as well. Yeah, so that one's 9 degrees. I think it's 9 or 10 degrees already, 20 minutes in. Much more comfortable in here, so that's good. I thought while we were running the unit I'd show you the remote. So this is the remote that came with it. It basically has an on and an off, but you can also adjust the temperature. You can see there, if I change that, the temperature's going down, or I can change it up. I think if you have it in the Hertz mode, then it would change the pulse rate of the pump. But yeah, it seems to work pretty well as well. So that will be very useful when you're lying in bed and don't want to get out until it's warm. We'll be using that one. We'll come back maybe 10 or 20 minutes and have another look. Cheers. Okay, after nearly 40 minutes, we're up to 13 degrees. The sensors for both of these are pretty low on the in the van, so it feels much warmer up the top than down the bottom, so it's probably a little bit more than that. Certainly much more comfortable than when I first came into the van. We'll check back in another 20 minutes or so and have another look. So we're bang on 1 hour, and you can see the temperature is now just over 20 degrees on that thermometer. It still says 17 on this one. I think it takes a little while to catch up, but yeah, it's definitely comfortable now. So within an hour it's heated up this 19.5 foot caravan to a very comfortable temperature. Most of the Aussie caravans have pretty ordinary insulation, and I imagine this one's no different. So there's a bit of loss there, but this heater just pumps out the heat. I'll now show you, I'll kind of give you an idea of how hot the temperature of the unit is under the dinette, because some people were kind of making comments that maybe that would be an issue in such a confined space, so I'll just show you that now. So this is where the unit was, we installed the unit in previous videos. It's in quite a confined space there, but I'll just show you, like that is cooler than my hand temperature, and even up the front here, I can easily hold my hand on it. I don't know, maybe 50 degrees, but it's quite comfortable to hold your hand on, so I don't see any issue with the space. You know, we've got a little bit of a gap there. Even that, you know, the bracket that fits on the floor, I can touch that. So seems pretty good to me. And I don't know many people that have had issues, you know, surrounding the unit.